Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day today. I'm Chef Tucker, and today I'm filling in for a follow request, and that is homemade apple pie. Now I already made a pie dough in a previous video, feel free to check that one out. But now we're making apple pie out of that pie dough. So this is very simple. It's one of those classic ones. American is apple pie, right? So what we need to start off with is our apples. We've got to peel and dice them. Watch this. Ta-da! Bet you wish you could do that at home. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to slice up our apples. Now, when you're doing this, you can just put them into slices. You can do them in chunks. You can do them in dice. Whatever you like, whatever works best for you. I'm going to do diced. If you want, you could do it in a really pretty mandolin slicer. If you want, you could just take it and just do slices, but I'm just doing large pieces. So let me see if I can pull that same trick I did with peeling. Work one more time. All right, so our apples are diced, and now we've got to mix all the ingredients that's going to become our pie filling. We have our white sugar, our brown sugar, flour. That's just to help thicken the juices when they start to cook in there. A little bit of zip from some lemon juice, and our seasonings and spice mixture. Oh. There's just absolutely something magical about the smell of cinnamon and sugar together. All right, so get all of the pieces coated nice and even, as even as tossing them about in a mixing bowl goes. And now that we have our filling ready to rock, we're going to go ahead and roll out our pie dough that we made and then start building a pie. So our pie dough is rolled out, and it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. I'm using a disposable pie because, one, if I was making this for myself, then I don't want to clean. And two, this is going to be a gift for a friend. So I tell you, my neighbor eats better than I do sometimes. But we're just going to take our pie dough, stretch it over the pan, and you want it to be much, much bigger than your pan because it's easier to place it in like this and mold it to the pan rather than not have enough and try to stretch it once it's in there. So all of this extra, we're good. All right, gloves are on, apples are going in. And you want it to kind of be overflowing a little bit on top, just because they're going to cook down a little bit. And that looks pretty solid as far as a pie go. What do you think? Yeah, just a little bit of a mound, not too bad. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to just take a slight brush just to act as a small sealant for the two doughs when they come into contact. Don't want it super saturated, just a little bit of egg wash to act as a culinary glue. Then we got our top pie crust. That just goes right on top. All right, then take your handy dandy knife and give it about a ½ inch to 1 inch below the pie tin, because it's going to shrink up a little bit. We'll go ahead and give it a nice pretty crimp all the way around. Give it an air vent about 2-3 inches wide. Bring our pan over, and I recommend doing it on a pan lined with some foil, just in case there is any drippage that comes out. You're not going to be cleaning your oven later. So that goes right on there. Now we're going to egg wash the top. And then I got some cinnamon sugar. We're just going to do right on top. All right, so we're all set up. We're going to throw it into the oven. It's going to start off at 400 for about 15 minutes, and we're going to knock it down to 375 for the rest of the time. Then after it's done, we pull it out. We let it rest for about an hour. So I'm going to throw this in, and we'll see our results in just a minute. All right, everybody, the pie's done baking, and now comes the fun part of waiting yet again. We've got to let it cool at room temperature. So just find a place, put some oven mitts down, put something to absorb the heat, and let it sit on your countertop for about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. So let's go ahead and fast forward yet again so we can take a look at it. All right, so our apple pie is done. It's not a whole lot of work to it, but it is a lot of time. So that's why you can go ahead and just get it done ahead of time by just doing it the day before your event, before you need to have it. Or if you're just really craving a apple pie, make sure you put an advance notice in with yourself before you start craving it. I hope that makes sense. But let's go ahead and give it a try and see where we're at. Fall in a pastry shell. It's beautiful. It's cinnamony. It's sweet. It's appley. It's got that nice dough with the butter really shines through. It's just a classic pie. Hits home for me. Hits home for, I'm sure, a lot of people. And what more can we ask for? Well, if you enjoyed this and you liked what you saw, you found it educational, you want to try it at home, make sure you hit the like, share, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. It helps me grow, and I really do appreciate it. And thanks for cooking with me.